Welcome back. Today we're going to take a look at layer ones. Actually, I was looking through CoinGecko's top cryptocurrencies and I was thinking, okay, maybe this week we do the categories section, right? Also, I was going through the top crypto categories by market cap, and then I was like, we've never done layer one before, so let's do layer one. Layer one, we've already done Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, Cardano, Solana, because these were the top 10 coins. We'll do the next top 10 coins, which is Polkadot, Bitcoin Cash, Avalanche, Cosmos Hub, Hedera, Cronos, Near, Algorand, Multiverse X, and then we'll end it with Tezos at number 58. Another thing would be, I have just changed my profile picture. What do you think about it? What do you think about it? Looks cool, huh? And I also shortened the name to Skinny, so it's easier. But I don't think you'll be able to find me. If you just type in Skinny on YouTube, you're not going to find me. So, but yeah, anyway, I think this is easier. So what do you think? What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Another thing is that thank you very much. 1,800 subscribers previously at the very height in 2021, 2019, 2022. In 2 years, less than 2 years, I've gained almost 30k subs. I could see 100,000. So let's take things one step at a time. But 1,008, I fully appreciate you. Let's get straight into it. Layer ones, we'll start with, where are we? Polkadot at number 13. Are we ready for Polkadot? Yes, sir. We've already hit targets. We will come back to Bitcoin next week. Dot against BTC. Yes, sir. So this is Dot against BTC. I think Polkadot is very close to the end. I'm not so sure how much lower we're going to go, but it feels to me like every rise has been getting shorter and shorter, and shorter and shorter. Shorter and shorter, and then suddenly zoom, right? But the thing is, we're not entirely sure, right? It feels to me like there is still more downside for Polkadot against BTC, because this looks to me like a rising channel. You see that? It's a rising channel. Doesn't mean we're gonna hit any lower though, but because we're already so oversold, we're severely oversold for Polkadot, so we might just start zipping up from here. But again, we're still under the skinny pink line. We respect the skinny pink line. We remain with our bearish bias for .BTC. We just don't see any tradable chart patterns yet. We don't see any bullish reversal, so we'll take things one step at a time for .BTC. .USDT, here we are. We still have our 333 target. Will we hit all the way back down? Will we still come back down, form a mountain range and continue to 333? Or will we just start zipping up from here? We're very close to the skinny pink line, which means that potentially we could be breaking higher. Do you see that? And then maybe we might get something like a inverse head and shoulders, because it's a lower low. So it's considered a hit, right? If we were to see a rally like that, right, this would be a hit. But at the same time, you can also argue that we're in a falling channel and we could still hit lower. See that? So we have to proceed cautiously with Polkadot. Yes, we're already quite oversold, and yes, this could be a very big rise back up. We're at $5 to its all-time high. This will be a 900% increase if we were to rise back up, right, for Polkadot towards $50 from where we are. 5 to 50, yeah, it's almost a tenner. So yeah, I think Polkadot, more likely than not, should see some sort of a rally, but we're not really sure yet when the rally is going to come. We still do not know whether if this is the bottom. We hit targets beautifully. Target 1, we still have another target number 2, 333. So we don't know if this is really it, right? At what point will we consider 333 to be invalidated? Yeah, the moment you take out these highs, we consider it to be invalidated. So take these highs out, Mr. Whales. Moving on would be Bitcoin Cash against BTC. Here we are for Bitcoin Cash. Super zip up. We're in some sort of a dip. This is a very controlled dip. If you look very carefully, this is already 1, 2, 3. There's already 3 waves down. This looks to me like a 4, maybe 5. Right, maybe something like that. Falling channel, falling wedge, and then we hit higher for Bitcoin Cash against BTC. But we're already above the skinny pink line. The hope is that this time is different. If we were to zoom back to history, you will see many instances where we went above the skinny pink line, but we got slapped back down. We went above it, we got slapped back down again. We are above it. Please don't get slapped back down. Please continue higher, right? We want to see something like this, right? So the question we always ask is this time different? Will this be a different, era, a new era for Bitcoin Cash against BTC? Whenever we spike up above the skinny pink line, we always switch our bias to bullish, right? There are certain exceptions, but for Bitcoin Cash, I'm fairly bullish about it. Sure, we could be wrong, but yeah, we're going to remain with our bullish bias for Bitcoin Cash against BTC. Even against the USD pair, it's already above the skinny pink line. And moreover, this is a very big buying pressure coming in. So this time might be a different one for Bitcoin Cash. We're anticipating Bitcoin Cash to eventually continue higher. And we're in the midst of completing a wave 2. This is a wave 2. But the question we have is, how much lower are we going to dip first? Where is the bottom, right? Again, there's some noise over here. So there could be some support at around 200, maybe? Right. Again, we're not entirely sure about. All we know is that we're in a downwards trend. So we're just gonna, yeah. On the small time frames, you will see that we're already under the skinny pink line. Maybe on the 1 hour, 15 minutes. Again, I'm not entirely sure, but the point is that, yeah, we're expecting a continuation for Bitcoin Cash eventually towards the upside. Once it is done, consolidating, once wave 2 is done, we are anticipating a wave 3 to form. And wave 3 is usually the longest, never the shortest. And yeah, we hope that this will be a very beautiful, tradable, high quality, bullish continuation chart pattern for Bitcoin Cash. Yes, no? Only time will tell. Only time will tell. Avalanche, AVAX against BTC. Here we are for AVAX. Again, the question we always ask is this the low? Could we still head lower? Sure. Is this a rising channel? Yes, it is. Rising channels usually break lower. So are we going to continue lower for AVAX, BTC? We're not too sure. We're still under the skinny pink line though. So again, we remain with our bearish bias. Only a few outliers are already bullish. AVAX, BTC, still bearish. So potentially there could still be another dip lower for AVAX, BTC, right? And then we come back up, maybe an inverse head and shoulders. Again, we're not entirely sure. I don't really like when I see rising, channels. Yeah, because this means that potentially there could be a dip coming on for AVAX, right? You can see many instances where rising channels kind of, not exactly a rising channel, but you don't want to see rising channels, right? You want to see falling channels, right? Something like this, falling channels. You see this? Okay, I'm just using freehand. Yeah, falling channels usually break higher, right? Again, if you were to zoom in here, you will see falling channels break higher, right? Zooming to the smaller time frames, you'll be able to see it much more clearly. And we don't want to see rising channels, right? Rising channels. See this? Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. Even at the very bottom here, you don't want to see that. AVAX against USDT. Here we are. Any clear signs of a reversal? No, we still have two targets over here, $9 and $7.60. So hopefully, the faster it is that we hit 9 and 760, the faster it is that we see some sort of a recovery. We may not even hit these two targets, and we may just start zipping up from here. Like what happened for Bitcoin Cash? Zoop, out of nowhere, suddenly just starts zipping back up above the skinny pink line. We have been kind of going closer to the skinny pink line, going sideways. Right, you can see this is kind of a sideways move down. Sideways. Yeah, usually when a bear trend ends, we go sideways for a while before we go back up. So this is kind of a sideways move before we go back up. Maybe yes, maybe no. Again, we're not entirely sure, but yeah, we still have two targets over here. So we are proceeding cautiously for AVAX. We're still not really certain about AVAX reversing from here, but like we were saying, it's a rising channel of sorts. Rising channels usually break lower. So yeah, we're gonna have to wait a little bit longer before we switch bullish, and we still remain loyal to our targets over here at $9 and $7.60. Cosmos Hub, Atom against BTC. Here we are for Atom. Any clear signs of the question we asked is this the bottom? Could we zip down, take out these lows, and then only we zip back up? This would be beautiful though for Atom BTC. This would complete potentially Atom's beautiful symmetrical triangle as we head higher, potentially for Atom BTC. So in my opinion, we're not entirely sure. We are aware that there is a low here that still could be taken out. We're very close to taking it out. And again, if you were to look closely, right, you can see the rising channel, right? Rising channels usually break lower. You don't want to see that, right? We want to see falling channels. Falling channels are better, right? Rising, you see this? Rising, yeah, it's not good. Not good, even though at the very bottom, right? I mean, sure, we could be wrong, and sure, things could just zip up, but Yep, we're gonna stay safe. We're not gonna rush into anything for Atom BTC. Against the USD pair, Atom, yeah, doesn't really look that good. You know, we're kind of curving. You see this? We're curving back down, right? So yeah, doesn't really look good. It's like this when we were rising, and after that you see that, you know, we're kind of curving back down, right? You see the curve coming on, right? You can just feel it, the curve. Can you see it? Can you see the curve? This is not good. This is not good. So for Atom, in general, there's just nothing much. The last time we had a high quality tradable chart pattern was over here, right? We had something like a descending triangle, right? 3 mountains deep. You can also argue that there was a descending over here, right? But again, I wouldn't be doing anything for Atom. Not at this point of time. It will be a next coin for us. HBAR against BTC. Hedera hash graph is, yeah, we already took out these lows. We were saying, even when we were around here, that very likely we will be taking out these lows. And so eventually, we have already taken out the lows for HBAR against BTC. Are we going to start reversing from here? I'm not too sure. Can we draw a resist? Yeah, let's just do that. Let's draw a resistance line here. All right, and let's just assume that this is a valid top for HBAR BTC. Yeah. So again, the question we always ask is this the bottom? Right? Is this the bottom? Let's just assume that we're gonna form a very nice squeeze over here. Right? Let's just assume. Right? We dip it lower, and for that, palm we break. We just keep going higher. I don't think it's gonna be so easy though. Even if we were to break, I'm gonna assume that we're gonna go sideways for a little bit before heading higher. Right? But yeah, HBAR could be reversing not too far away. Right? You can consider this whole thing as a yeah, we could still hit lower though. Again, we're not entirely sure. We're gonna have to take things one step at a time for HBAR BTC. HBAR against USDT. Here we are. Again, is this a squeeze coming on? Is this an ABCDE as we break higher? Yes, no? Again, do you see this? Rising channel, rising wages. You see this? Yeah, it's not good though. Oh my god. If we could do something like this, right? Then yes, we could be heading higher because this would not be, you know, dipping any lower, right? But for the time being, yeah, I think we're going to be dropping lower. There was a shooting star that came here. Another shooting star came here. So shooting stars are usually bearish reversal candlesticks. So we did reverse a little bit here. But yeah, it looks like we are kind of reversing more over here for HBAR USDT. And that's why the question we always ask is this the bottom? Right? Could we still dip a little bit lower? Take out these lows. Right? I don't know if you're going to be taking out these two lows as well, but you know, we could deal a little bit lower, take out these lows, and then zip back up, and then complete a beautiful A, B, C, D, E, boom, alphabet soup. Moving on would be Cronos CRO against BTC. Here we are for Cronos. KuCoin, yeah, so Cronos is very close to taking out these lows. So will Cronos see some sort of a reversal soon? We don't know. The fall has been very fast though, right? The rise has been very fast. Cronos is an extremely volatile coin. Volatile down, volatile up, volatile down. Sure, we are kind of staircasing our way down, but it's very fast as well, right? Let me just do some calculations. 291 days, very top to very bottom. 5 hour gig is slower, is lower. Up is fast. Okay, this drop was also quite fast, right? 183 days. But the point is that it's very steep. It's still very, very steep. We want to see some sideways action, right? But again, we're still within the confines of the support and resistance lines, right? Falling channels usually break higher. But the question we want to ask is, we want to have answered is this the bottom? We're not sure. We are not sure. So we're going to have to come back and continue monitoring Crypto.com coin week after week, right? CRO against USDT. Any clear signs of a reversal? No. The very bottom of CRO was actually 5 cents. We went past the all-time lows over here for CRO. Could we still hit a little bit lower? Okay, I'm not too sure about it over here. Let's look at CRO. Hang on. Cronos, where's the very... Oh, okay, that's not the all-time low. The all-time low for Cronos is 1 cent. Right now we're at 5 cents. Have we taken out these lows? Yeah, we've taken out these lows. Again, how much lower are we gonna go? We have no idea. CRO against USD doesn't look good now. Why? Because this is a rising channel, rising wedge. So it could be zipping lower for CRO USD. So yeah, I'd be very, very careful about rushing in now, because I think that there could still be another dip under 5 cents, right? We almost broke 5 cents, but we didn't. If you look over here, if you look over here, L, right? L is at almost under 5 cents, almost sub 5 cents, but not yet. So yeah, I still think that there is that possibility, right? Another 15% before seeing some sort of a reversal, right? We can also pull CRO, right, over here. We're beautifully respecting the resistance line, right? So yeah, I think eventually this resistance line is going to break, right? Eventually, one fine day. But the question is when? And is this the bottom? We don't know. So we're gonna have to proceed with caution for Cronos at this point of time. Near against BTC. Here we are for Near. Anything for Near protocol? No, we're still under the skinny pink line. Trend is still very bearish, but we could be near the end though. We could be very close to the end. Again, I still don't see any bullish reversal chart pattern yet. And you can see that, you know, there's always clear support lines. Mountains breaking, mountains breaking, again, mountains as well, breaking. Do you see mountains here? No. What do you see here? I'm not sure. You can argue that maybe this will become an inverse head and shoulders, but I don't know about that. I need to see this first because this could still hit a little bit lower. I kind of like this though. There's a very nice resistance over here. So we might be breaking the resistance eventually. But again, we still need to ask the question, where is the low? Is this the low? Near against USDT. Here we are for Near. Again, the question is always asked, is this the low? How much lower are we going to go, right? Near had a double top here. Poop, 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 double top. And then we drop lower. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this is actually a lower low. So this could already be 5 waves. Done though. Done and dusted. But it feels to me like we could be heading lower. Not too sure myself. Again, I kind of like the resistance line over here. Eventually, I think we're going to break it. But the question, again, we always ask is, where is the low? Is 116 the low? Could we go past $1 for Near? Yes? No? Yeah, I think Near could be going past $1. And $1, if you were to go back to the close to the all-time high, is a 17x. What? 1,007%, right? But no guarantees, right? You might buy it at sub $1, and we might not even go up to where, you know, the all-time high was at close to $20, right? Yeah. Again, we're not entirely sure, so we are proceeding with caution. We're optimistic, but we're cautiously optimistic. Algorand against BTC. Here we are for ALGO BTC. Yeah, still in a downwards move. Over here, we had so much hope for Algorand, right? We were anticipating the possibility of an inverse head and shoulders as we head higher. But yeah, it just kept dropping. So, Silvio! What's happening, Silvio? Any reversals? No. Again, the question we always ask is this the bottom? Is this the bottom? Any clear bullish reversal? No. We're going to have the next ALGO BTC. ALGO USD. Again, we still don't know. Is this a new all-time low? I think so. So again, the question we always ask is 9 cents the low? Do you think we could still head lower? Of course. Look at how bearish the move was, right? Look at the bearish trend that came. That's why it's very important to secure your profits. You just never know when things might just come back all the way down to square one or even past square one. So yeah, it doesn't matter, you know, if let's say for example you got in here, right, and you got out over here. It doesn't really matter because most traders will also be looking for wave trees, because wave trees are usually the longest, never the shortest, right? So again, I'm not really sure how much lower we're gonna go. I don't see any clear bullish reversals yet for ALGO, so we have to proceed with caution. Multiverse X, EGLD, BTC. So for EGLD, yeah, again, where's the bottom? Is this the bottom? I can see 1, 2, 3 waves down though. Is this it? Are we gonna see some sort of reversal after this? Or are we gonna continue lower? Right. Again, how much lower? We don't know. Next. Algorand against USDT, EGLD, falling wedge, falling channel, falling wedge, kind of a chart pattern. Let's call it a channel, right? Falling channel. So the hope is that we see some sort of a bullish move coming. Hopefully we see some sort of a sideways move, some sort of accumulation or consolidation period before EGLD starts reversing back up, right? You see that we're kind of attempting to go sideways, kind of, right? We are at $32. The very low is, where is this? $28. Again, is this the very low? Could we still see another lower low before heading back up? Right, maybe an inverse head and shoulders over here. Ta-da! Right, again, we're not entirely sure. So next, we're gonna next Algorand. Tezos, XTZ against BTC. So if you look at Tezos, okay, Tezos will be a gift for you. I think I mentioned this before, but anyway, Tezos doesn't look good. Tezos, when it came in onto the scene, right, in 2017, there was a lot of controversy happening in Tezos. But anyway, after we burst into the scene, Tezos has just been nothing but a downer. We still don't see any clear signs of a proper bullish reversal yet. We don't even know if this could be the very bottom, and we could be building something as we head higher for Tezos. We don't know that. For Tezos against BTC, we're still bearish. We're still under the skinny pink line. We made several attempts to break higher, but it all ends in failure, right? There was a beautiful, I was actually in this. There was a very beautiful inverse head and shoulders that came for Tezos BTC. We were anticipating Tezos to go really, really high, but it didn't. What happened? We dropped instead. Sadly, right? There was consolidation right above the support, but we broke the support. It's like, what? Yeah, so this is what you call a chart pattern failure. It happens more often than you think. So that's why you must have a very good risk management strategy. When things go wrong, what is your exit strategy? How are you going to get out of the trade, right? If things go wrong. Yeah, but anyway. Point being, it's just been on a downer. It's not good. But things could be about to change. So Tezos against USD. We look at it on Coinbase. Tezos, we had a target over here at 80 cents. Ta-da! I think I have to update the target on Twitter. 80 cents. We've hit 80 cents. Right now we are in a downer. How much lower are we gonna go? We don't know. We're gonna do this. We can do this as well, to be honest. Here. Okay, let's just stick with this. I think we're in a falling wedge of sorts. Again, the question we always ask is this the bottom? Is this the bottom for Tezos, right? 65 cents? Are we going to breach 60 cents? There is some support over here though, right? So this will be around 56 cents. Yeah, so from where we are to 56 is 29%. Oh my god. I don't know if we're going to be heading that low or not, or we're going to start reversing from here. But Tezos, we're anticipating it to complete, just like Bitcoin Cash, complete a very nice ABCDE as we break higher, right? This could be beautiful, brilliant as Tezos heads higher. And if we were to see something like this, right, and we were to see a proper consolidation, a proper breakout for Tezos, where is our target? Let me just reveal to you a secret. Ta-da! Our target is $130 for Tezos, but it's going to be in 1 or maybe 2 years, or maybe even 3 years before we head towards that target. Will we or will we not? Again, we're not too sure. We don't see any clear sign of a reversal yet, right? So if we were to switch over to the weekly and we were to anticipate the same amount of time, let's say, for example, we got a wave B, and how long did we take from bottom to top? 1,000 days. So let's say, for example, we take another 1,000 days up, right? We get a very nice wave E, and we have a proper breakout. So this could only probably, right? Probably this might only come in the year 2028. It might not be now. So 2028 is like 5 years time, right? The next Bitcoin halving. Then only Tezos starts rising. Potentially. Again, we're not entirely sure, but we have the target over here of $130 for Tezos. So yeah, we're expecting big things though. However, if we take out these lows, we will consider this as gone. 130 is gone. So this low of 32 cents must hold. We must hold the door. at 32 cents. We're at 81 cents. Still, we still have some distance to go. But again, we still don't see any clear signs of a proper reversal yet. We're still under the skinny pink line, so the bias is still bearish for Tezos against USD. And yeah, we're going to have to wait for the whales of Tezos to do their thing. Once we see some sort of a clear bullish reversal, then yeah, we might consider jumping into Tezos. But again, we're not too sure if this is the bottom. And if you were to continue to head lower, right, form another lower low, the question we always ask is, where is the low? Where is the low? Is it going to be 60 cents? Is it going to be 55 cents? Are we going to zip all the way down to 50 cents? We're not too sure ourselves. And even if you were to head towards 50 cents, is there any guarantees that we're going to start reversing back up? No guarantees at all. Again, let me just show you some clear examples, right? NEM, right? If you look at NEM, no, ZEM USDT, right? ZEM USD. Is it on Polo? Okay, look at it on crypto. If you look at ZEM, wait. If you look at ZEM, right? NEM, ZEM, it had a beautiful potential to form a very nice ABCD. Let me just show you what I mean. Okay, if you look over here, right, even when we were here, we were remaining hopeful that we will see some sort of a reversal back up, right? But you know what happened? We dropped lower. We took out these lows. So it's invalidated. It's gone. It's gone. No guarantees. There's no guarantees in trading. Could we just start reversing from it? Of course. But we want to see squeezes. We want to see lower highs and higher lows. And then we want to see a very nice breakout coming on, right? Let me show you another chart pattern failure. EOS is another one, right? If you look over here, very nice potential. A, B, C, right? We were hoping this would happen. It did not come. What happened instead? We dropped lower. You see, it just dropped lower and lower and lower. It's like, hey, Dan Larimer, what are you doing? Oh my god. So EOS just keeps dropping lower and lower. Oh my god. Yeah. So going back to where we are for Tezos, right? No guarantees. There's just no guarantees. Tezos might just do a NEM-ZEM. It also might do a EOS, right? And head lower. I mean, our hope is that Tezos starts reversing, but no guarantees, right? Let me give you a very good example as well. Bitcoin Cash is the best example. If you look at Bitcoin Cash, right? Look at this. Right, A, B, C, zip up. You see that? We didn't take out these lows. We were already so close to taking out these lows. So apparently, this was already the low. And we never took out this low at all. And that's it. We zipped higher. Right. So we're also anticipating Bitcoin Cash to complete a beautiful, beautiful symmetrical ABCDE and just head higher. But again, like we were saying, this might take several years. You know, it might not happen in 2024. It might not even happen in 2025. It might only happen in 2028, right? If we were to, again, plot this in a very proportionally pleasant manner, right? Proportionately pleasant. 2028. You see this? Yeah. If you want to plot it in a very disproportionately unpleasant manner, you can just do something like this, right? It doesn't make sense, right? So I think more likely than not, there should be a long accumulation period for Bitcoin Cash before it hits higher. We might zip up, but again, I would still expect a proper accumulation before continuing higher for Bitcoin Cash, right? So yeah, that's my take for Tezos. I just want to let you know that there is a potential for Tezos, right? If and when it breaks 130. If you were to make a move now at 80 cents, right, this would be a 150x, 15,600%. Crazy stuff. 1,000 gets you 100,000. 10,000 gets you 1.5 mil. Crazy stuff, right? So again, we're not entirely sure how much lower, right? We might be able to get it lower, right? And but of course, things can always go wrong as well when we take out these lows, right? So yeah, let's approach things one step at a time, right? We are feeling optimistic. We know long-term Tezos has huge potential, but we're gonna have to proceed with things cautiously, right? This was 25th of July yesterday. 25th of July 2023. We have a target over here at 130. So yeah, but it could take several years. There we go. All right, I guess that's it for today's top layer 1 coins. We've already done 10. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you in the next one. Ta-ta!